Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Mortanius, and we are back with some more Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition on the Xbox Series X. Time of recording is 12:10 a.m. Monday, October 28th, 2024. When we last left off, we got a reintroduction to our old friend, Commander Shepard. Extremely brief introduction, however, because unfortunately he kind of died. Yeah. He was all broken up about it too. Apparently so broken up he was mostly, as I heard it, meat in tubes. Took 2 years and at least 4 billion credits. Whatever that translates to in terms of human money. I suspect we don't have as much. I don't even think it's possible right now. But not only were we revived, but we were also revived in the midst of a particularly sorry about that. Phone just deactivated my Twitch app. Okay. A particularly interesting situation in the form of an attack. Apparently so vicious that not only were they seemingly looking for me, but the individuals who were there to help me were all there to sacrifice themselves completely and utterly, to the point of one interesting individual, one Miranda, as she likes to call herself, outright redirecting machines and other threats to out. What the hell? Sorry about that. Spotted something else. To outmaneuver everybody else and effectively wipe them out, buying me time to escape. Managed to do so. Found out one of the people who was actually in the process of reviving me, one Wilson, was actually a traitor. So much so that he actually was the one who sent all of the enemy mechs, or all of our mechs rather, against all the forces on the station. Nobody else survived except me, Miranda, and one Jacob, a mercenary. I always say never trust a merc, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Introduced us to one particularly interesting individual. Guess you could say he was quite elusive. Calls himself the Elusive Man, and supposedly runs this entire organization, Cerberus. Same group we came across in the first game, experimenting on Rachni, Thorian creepers, and assassinating admirals. Rear admirals specifically, but admirals. Said apparently, humans are going missing, and that this may have something to do with the Reapers. Can't exactly say if that's the case, but it is extremely interesting if it is the case. Regardless of whether it is or isn't the case, we're back and we have quite a bit of work to do. One particular thing is to figure out what's going on with these colonies. The Alliance is supposedly stretched too thin, so they can't look into this. The resources used to bring me back were effectively capable of bankrupting damn near anybody who tried to do the same thing, I guess. Apparently these attacks, no one is actually sure if they are Reaper based or if it's just something else because they're so random. But at the end of the day, many are taken, which fits quite a description. Hundreds, thousands. Asked us to investigate since he put so much into us. We figured, why not? till he gives us a reason to shoot him. So if you folks like what you're seeing, want to see more of me as we try and figure all of this out, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and get comfortable. Let's get into this.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Yeah, sorry for the lack of content yesterday, folks. That particular thing I had to do effectively wiped me out, so there that was.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
We'll see. If nothing else, I mean, I guess I do owe you my life.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
Yes, they did. We won't speak about who was redirecting them, but yes, they did. So what particular issue do you seem to have with me at this moment? Because I don't know you, and unless I slapped you in my sleep or something, like I don't know what's going on here.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
And what is our cause?
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
So normal. Doesn't really expect any unusualities. Is that a word? I don't think it is. Anything unusual. Let's just go with that.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
So y'all are, some would say you're grasping at straws. By the sound of it, you don't even know where the straws are to start grasping. What can you tell me about the Lazarus Project as its head?
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Yeah, what would that be?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Don't exactly like a control chip. I speak often about having no desire to be chipped. It sounds like out of the two of you, he's the one with more sense. He sounds like you're just a control freak. I say I'm surprised, but I'd be lying.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Elusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Well, here's hoping I don't die trying to make you feel better. Why not tell me about yourself, Miri? Or Miranda? Mirren? Andy?
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
We'll go with Andy. Yeah.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
That is how I focus. Little details like that allow me to know who it is I have working under me. How it is I need to move with them. You know. Concerns. compartmentalization and such.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Okay, so intentionally vague. I can respect that at least.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
That's another thing I actually need to mention. In this game, there's a Paragon Renegade system that functions slightly different than it did in the first game. It's more based on, well, what you saw normally, but it's also based on sort of an in cutscene sort of action kind of thing. Spontaneous sort of choices. They're done oddly to an extent in this game, but conceptually and overall, I'm still happier to have them than not. But we'll come across them as we go. That wasn't one, of course, but we'll come across them as we go.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Yeah, well, let's keep it real. I'm not corporate, but you know we can talk. And there's people missing, so you know, let's meet in the middle.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Elusive Man said that you don't trust him. He said you also don't make it a point to hide that fact either. That speaks well, but it doesn't necessarily mean I can trust you. The enemy of my enemy is not necessarily my friend. But I do think you might have something to you, bruh.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Special Forces. Yes, no.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. There was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser.
Would have to be.
I finally just gave up.
Doing that kind of job, there would have to be. Why wouldn't there be red tape? Your job is to be ghosts. Ghosts don't leave traces. Ghosts would have to stick within red tape. It's one of those traps kind of. It's one of those trap kind of things, my friend.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Count. Nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Mixed bag. If what you show me about Cerberus is true, Cerberus has one person at its head and a few people who are extremely below it. There is no committee. There is no council. There are no embassies. There are no ambassadors. There are no presidents. You may take issue with bureaucracy, and bureaucracy can be a nut punch a lot of the times. But it exists for a reason. It's one of those unfortunate necessities, but it exists for a reason. And moreover, we ended up on the council. How was there not going to be more paperwork? Like what? Damn. Did we honestly? I'm thinking about it now. Did we honestly expect an easy ride?
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Ugh. We came out to space to be lazy? What's up? This place has always been kind of crazy to me. You'll never come back here. You'll never come back here. Now, whenever you finish a mission, this screen will always come up to let you know that the mission is finished. You'll see the things you unlocked and some of the things you picked up as well. XP, level, squad points. Details: Shepard escaped attack on the facility along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived. Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running security sweeps on other cells to ensure that Wilson was our only mole. Regardless of the cost, Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back. Yes, I am. Now, this is our import from our character from Mass Effect 1. These are the things we actually got for importing him over. Started at level 4, which we already dealt with it at the beginning. 146,000 credits and 9,000 element 0, iridium, palladium, and platinum. 190 Paragon points and 20 Renegade points. And then, of course, for having beaten Mass Effect 2, now we get a plus 25 bonus experience on all missions, and we retain all heavy weapons from previous playthroughs. I forgot that. So, what we unlocked heavy weapon wise from playing previously on Mass Effect 2, we keep that. I don't remember if we have to build it or if we just get it again. Have to see. An extra 200,000 credits and an extra 50,000 element 0, iridium, palladium, and platinum. Picked up the grenade launcher, rapid fire grenade launcher favored by the Blood Pack, Vorta mercenaries capable of taking down multiple enemies with a single well-placed shot, effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. This mission itself, it's got us 11,250 credits, so there's that.
We should be there shortly, Shepard.
Yep.
The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
I am not gonna lie, boy. That woman is a setup. From look to accent, that woman is a setup.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. And we've got no target to go after.
So you will be following my orders. I don't have to concern myself with a bullet to the back either, huh? I mean, a lot of money, but it ain't like 4 billion credits don't exist. The only reason I mentioned what I mentioned earlier is because 4 billion credits would draw a lot of attention. One would assume, anyway. Because I know enough to know 1 million credits in the last game drew attention. From Spectre requisitions all the way to my vessel personally, so, yeah.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Okay. Interesting. I expected the peanut gallery to have something to say. So what are our odds of actually finding something here?
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
We're just hoping those salvage teams didn't get away with something that's gonna cause them problems in the end, or looters or whoever. Well, if y'all know about this, then odds are there aren't going to be survivors. But if we can find witnesses, it would be of extreme use. If for nothing else, then to actually, you know, learn something. Hopefully we save somebody. Oh,
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
yes it is. Alright. Cerberus has provided additional weapons. Fully equipped. Fully equipped. 1 second. Oh, the pain. One second. Sounds like the audio is actually acting up as well. Jesus. Looks like it might have. Maybe not. Okay. I guess we've got it now. Oh, Lord. Another segment I might need to get rid of. Okay. So, she's effectively your sentinel. She comes with overload, Massive energy blasts overpower shields and synthetic enemies. Warp rips enemies apart at the molecular level and stops health regen. Effects against armor and biotic barriers. And Cerberus Officer hones Miranda's combat skills, weapon damage, and health. An entire squad receives a combat bonus. When it says combat bonus, it means literally. Miranda's training increases her health and weapon damage in her squad, and her tactical expertise gives a combat bonus to the entire squad. The entire squad gets the same thing that she gets, just like about a third, give or take a bit. Yeah, slightly. So we're added to a Cerberus Officer to give us extra health and damage as well. Now some of these abilities in this one shift how they actually function. And what I mean by that is, sorry about that, bumped the mic. Overload starts out, you fire an electromagnetic pulse that inflicts massive damage on shields and synthetic enemies, 120 damage, 120 damage for synthetic and shields. Impact radius of 1.2 meters with 12 seconds of recharge. But level 2 does the same, hits harder, but briefly stuns synthetic foes if the target's resistances are down. So that's their armor, shields, all of that. 3-second stun. Upgrade again. Synthetic stun is the same, but now weapons overheat for 6 seconds. More damage, of course. And in the next level we'll get into as we get there. Get her level 3 overload. He is our Vanguard, hence the shotgun and the pull. But if you notice, he also had incendiary ammo. Burn through armor, sets enemies on fire and damages health. And pull levitates enemies, enabling them, rendering them helpless while they drift toward you. Cerberus Operative boosts Jacob's combat skills, weapon damage, and health. So for him, it's just outright like increases. Jacob's paramilitary training increases the combat effectiveness through his health and weapon damage. 10-6, 20-12, and 30-18. As you go, you'll augment those as well. But here's the thing about the weapon powers. His is just incendiary. Burns and wounds organic targets, blocks health regeneration, damages armor, and makes unshielded enemies panic. Synthetic enemies are more resistant to fire damage though. 20 damage at the start, 30, 40 if he clocks it out. Let me see now. Nope, I'm gonna be one short. So I'll go ahead and get his incendiary ammo up to level 3 and leave it there. Now in this one, unfortunately, they lock you down to an extent in terms of classes. So me and her, seeing as how she's a sentinel, seeing as how I'm an adept, we're forced to use small arms. So she's reduced down to the Predator heavy pistol as well as the Shuriken machine pistol. Burst weapon. I hate burst weapons. The only game I ever liked burst weapons in was Halo and fucking, what was that game? SOCOM. Oh, and Ghost Recon for the original Xbox, if memory serves. M16, burst weapon.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
That is not what I wanted to do. That is my barrier ability. I had tapped the button to switch weapons, but I gotta remember I'm playing the sequel, not Mass Effect 1. It's not the same button. So yeah, there's a machine pistol. There's the standard pistol. Standard pistol's good against armor and health, just as hers is. Machine pistol's best against barriers. You can use any weapon against anything, obviously, but... And he carries a pistol and a shotgun. M23 Katana. Common military shotgun, deadly at short range, but ineffective at long. Very effective against shields, biotic barriers, but weak against armor. Now you think something that hits that hard would
No
be...
bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Yeah. You think something that hits that hard would be perfect against armor, but I guess armor does too much, like immediate deflection or something. I know where to go, gang.
Hostiles are cleared.
No, they're not. I just put up my gun.
Right behind you.
With you, Shepard. Hear that?
Security systems are disabled over land colonies.
On it.
There we go. One left.
Right.
Shoot them before they take out your shield. Not a problem.
Oh, probably finna die. Whoa. Saved myself. Classic. You know, you using that ammo would be real useful. Thought I had defenses up. That's a shame. That's alright.
Strange.
Targeting.
Make activity. Firing now. I'm on it.
Gotta hurt.
Put them down.
Get over here. Got it.
Oh, tried to move because I knew it was coming. Okay. Fine then. We'll do it that way.
Sounds like Stennis next.
We're disabled over
Gravity's one mean mother, huh?
Understood.
Right.
One left. Now let's finish you off. Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Yeah.
We'll put them down. You bet.
Jacob. Jacob. Jacob.
Understood.
Okay.
assistance. System failures.
Gotta let that weapon overheat.
Be right there.
Right!
You feel better now? Well, you shouldn't have went out there. I get it. Shotgun. Vanguard. You know. That doesn't mean that the Vanguard is dumb, bro. I feel like I missed something in there. Now, y'all saw me throw my singularity. And the reason why, it actually does disrupt movement and do a little bit of damage. Mainly the point was to disrupt movement, though. Alright, another matched one. Two G's. I'll take it.
Heads up!
Taking fire.
Not a problem.
Right!
Bad throw, man. Bad throw of my
With you.
ability.
Staying close.
Didn't want to use the med kit in case I needed it, but it was empty, or at least out of one rather. So, you know, why not? Hi.
There.
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Now working for, working with, those are two very important distinctions.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
And that's a normal thing for Quarians to go on pilgrimage to like other species. Citadel is one thing, but I mean, yeah, you were with me, but that was like the galaxy at stake.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Interesting. Would make sense.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Interesting.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Now that you describe it, but is it accurate?
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Well, sounds like it's been a long 2 years. She has a team now.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Alright, let's get it.
We've been spotted.
Impact event.
Yep. It sure is. Now, I wonder if I can still do that. Need to have a look. Yeah, you're good until it starts counting down. That's when you start getting diminishing gains.
Use overload on it.
No, I'm good. I figure I'd just sit there and let them, you know, pop mark me a bit. In case y'all didn't see that, that was me using warp on his shields. Warp again. Don't assume just because you're using your biotics on tech or your tech on biotics that it don't matter. It do. Oh, Miranda's down. Holy moly donut shop. As much as I hate burst weapons, once you know what you're doing, it's not so bad. Andy.
Fraza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
You don't trust Joe. I don't blame him. It's going to make things harder, but I don't blame him. Now that's another thing. So let's say you come across med kits or something like that, right? And you can pick them up. If your inventory's full, you'll pick up like money or things like that. So if you're doing well with med kits and you just want more like money or something, leave it. I mean, go ahead and grab it. Or if you want med kits but you feel like you'll probably need them for an area you're going through, just hold up. You might not be able to come back, but you might be able to pick up the item after you've used med kits and whatnot. You never know. Why they do this, I don't know. But there it is.
Got him. Right there.
Right.
You bet.
Sure thing. Target down. Drop it.
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Fraza's squad apart.
They did want to get
Cool,
to Vitor
cool.
first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Alright. 1 minute. 1 moment. Alright, there it is.
Take
A
point,
little early
Shepard.
though.
We'll cover the door.
Hoping for more loot. Use the D-pad to send your
Take cover by
squad
the
members
doors.
to
Shepard,
separate
you take
waypoints. I would never have guessed.
Affirmative.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yes, yes it is.
Overload will take out their shields.
Yep, that's why you're doing it.
Got it!
Ah, crap. Jacob's down.
With you.
These boxes that I'm putting her behind are
Affirmative.
flimsy, but they're boxes and they are covered.
Here we go. Understood. I'm on it.
You know, we're playing Ring Around the Rosie with a mech. Love it.
Firing now.
Oh. Did someone just T-pose? Oh. Controller locked up for a second. Do not die. Yet. Yep, I'm definitely dead. Holy crap. I was actually able to sprint across the area for a bit. One second.
Moving to target.
Hesitant to keep them out here.
Now let's finish you off.
I mean, I guess y'all ignored my damn orders. Ah.
Positioning right there.
There's something I'm going for. It's important to me. Oh, didn't have it. Hold up. I know it's crazy, but I actually want to see it. Hadn't seen it in a bit.
Attacking heavy mech.
Jacob, do your mind up. Funniest fight I've ever had with that irritates. I'll let it stick. It's possible though.
Got
For
it.
you
Right behind you.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me be sure of something. They may not have changed it.
Right with you.
It may just have been that the circumstances wasn't good enough and they kept attacking. Now, a little hard to see, but it's actually dark on my screen too. Oh, well, there's others I'll show y'all in a bit. Now, one thing you want to be careful of when it comes to these safes and whatnot, you can be interrupted. And if you are interrupted, if memory serves, I haven't been interrupted in like many a year, so it's hard to remember. But if memory serves, if you're interrupted, it's a wrap. You lose whatever's in that safe. So also, as you play, this one is more linear than the original Mass Effect. But as you play, there are still small elements of exploration. You will want to do them because they will yield things like refined iridium or a damaged Emir mech scan, which gives
What's
you
this?
an upgrade for your heavy weapons. You just need to recruit somebody to fabricate them. Charlie!
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay. No loot left behind, children. No loot left behind.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will...
That's what I mean about those cutscene interaction choices.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We weren't here. What happened precisely?
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He
Damn
must have
it.
pieced it together manually.
What the hell is...
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Trying to see if I can figure this audio crap out, folks. Alright, we'll just come back to it.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Good Lord, I think it finally cleared up again. Yeah, I've got to figure this out because this is really pissing me off.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
What would you happen to be involved in? Something you could talk about?
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
I'll grant that. Well, I mean, we don't exactly need the Quarian. He'd be better off getting medical treatment, and at least we can get his data. He might be able to tell us something different, but it's not like he wouldn't tell us something different later. The methods you use to get the information might work, but you might create more problems. Method she used might not work, but, you know, less torture. Send him home.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Ominous intro scene here.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vidor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Yeah, I mean, you know how results go. Sometimes you get more flies with honey.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
I'll grant that statement, but let's keep it real. Was it the perception that happened first, or was it the action that took place before the perception? Chicken or the egg, my friend? You don't really seem too surprised about that. You confirmed the Collectors are behind this.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
And what do we know about this Omega-4 relay?
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Granted, if not a connection, a strong correlation. Any idea about their particular interest in us?
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Does beg questions. So what are these transactions you spoke of earlier?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, what are you holding back? We're obviously playing chess here, but where are all the pieces?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I'll agree with that.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
So what about my team? They were more than good enough.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Okay, what about Caden Alenko?
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Didn't expect that. So he's got clearance now. Interesting. So what about Urdnot Rex?
Where's Urdnot Rex?
He returned to Tuchanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
We just came across Tali. Any idea what it is she's supposedly doing in guest space? Or anything else going on with her and the flotilla?
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Didn't expect her to be there. I mean, it's not like he was looking for her, but yeah, it is interesting. So what about Garrus Vakarian?
Where's Garrus Vakarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
It partly makes sense. I don't know about all of them, but it partly makes sense. I kind of would have disappeared too. Somebody going after Shepard like that and then just letting it be fine, dandy, and done? No. Because they didn't come for Shepard in a basic sense. They came for the whole ship. Everybody there could get this smoke. So what about Liara T'Soni?
Where's Liara T'Soni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Alright, fine.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
Since I should be able to tap into the council. Here's hoping they learned a few things about the Reapers that I missed while I've been sleeping.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
I'll have to see. We'll get it done.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds like a top priority. What's the second thing?
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking.
Hey.
I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Well, ain't she a beaut?
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Alright. Level 7. Collectors confirmed as source of attacks on Freedom's progress. Quarian survivor Vitor returned with Tali Zero to the migrant fleet. We'll examine his Omni tool data for anything unuseful. Good. 10 Gs. And then the microfusion array, which was the heavy weapon upgrade we got. 15% heavy weapon ammo capacity. Power cell technology used by the heavy weapons is fairly old, but can be improved by rebuilding the core with more modern components. These improvements allow standard power cells to yield more shots per power cell and allow for more total shots to be fired. And that's any heavy weapon.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Mordin Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
As I said, that is a crucial first step.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
An AI, huh? Alright. You know Joker's gonna have an issue with you, you know that, right? No side seat driving. Or back seat driving.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Okay, so... anybody else, or is it time for us to get this party started?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Heard about half of that joker right up until the camera swept its way to the right. Galaxy map. Use the galaxy map to pick new destinations for the Normandy. Private terminal. Use your private terminal to get status updates on your squad. Armory. Select weapons for your squad from the armory. Elevator. Use the elevator to access the Normandy's other decks. Captain's quarters. Go to your personal cabin to customize your appearance. Tech lab. Acquire the professor to research upgrades for your squad's equipment. Yes, sir, Skay. Hit this private terminal real quick. Team status. You'll see this screen whenever you're actually going to your missions. You'll actually see this screen. As you see, well, you got quite a few individuals we need to be picking up. Dossier, the veteran, Zaid Masani, combat survival tactics protection. Zaid has stopped taking work recently, but he was last seen on Omega. His reputation as the premier bounty hunter in the galaxy has caught up with him, and he is rumored to spend his days drinking and shooting would-be rivals. There is none better in a fight. Cool. Dossier, the professor, Dr. Morton Solis, biological weapons expert, light weapons training with Solarian Special Task Group, STG. Dr. Morton Solis is a Solarian biological weapons expert whose technology may hold the key to countering collector attacks. He is currently operating a medical clinic in the slums of Omega. Dossier, Archangel, small unit tactical expertise, Omni-tool expert, and noted sniper. Archangel is a mercenary commander whose operations are noted for their technical expertise and strategic brilliance. He is responsible for high-profile attacks on gang leaders on Omega and can likely be found there. Cool. And of course, you'll see what they have, their weapon types and their abilities, both unlocked and locked. Their loyalty levels as well. We'll cover those as we get further into the game. And you can cycle appearances. That is a DLC look. Not really my style, a little excessive, but it still gets the job done. The Warlord, Dr. Okier. Millennia of combat and strategic experience, ruined familiarity with collective technology. 1 second. A brilliant, brutal Krogan warlord and Krogan rebellions veteran, Okier is obsessed with saving the Krogan from the genophage. It appears he contacted the Collectors to gain the necessary technology. Currently at a Blue Suns camp on Corliss, his relationship with the mercenaries is unknown. Well, Krogan are my favorite in the universe, other than humans, naturally, so we'll have to figure that one there out. His abilities, naturally. The Convict, Jack. No last name known. Exceptional biotic ability. Note, criminal background, currently in custody. Jack is rumored to be the most powerful human biotic. Little else is known, but the subject has a history of violence and should be approached carefully. Currently, Jack is being held on the Turian prison ship Purgatory. Cerberus has negotiated for the subject's release. Most powerful human biotic, she must be expensive. Master Thief, Kasumi. Sabotage, infiltration, extraction, property acquisition, stealth, agile combat. This subject has stolen extremely valuable resources from Cerberus in the past. Alarm systems, DNA encoders, guards, and various other deterrents were bypassed, and we don't know how. She was last seen on the Citadel. And of course, we've got these upgrades which we've picked up. Speaks about upgrades. Upgrades improve your squad members' powers and weapons and your ship. making mission success more likely, acquire new upgrades by finding them on missions, purchasing them from stores, or research them using a research terminal. Of course, we have our messages. Some of this is just kind of fluff. Some is, well, it's all important in its own way. Message from Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you are actually alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. And what have you been hearing? That gets you to the point that I need to speak for myself, and it being only fair, while you make it a point to mention my sacrifices. Deal struck with Zaid Masani. The hell? That was... Had an audio hitch from just my end, but the audio itself was fine for Twitch. From Elusive Man, Shepard, we reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You know the name. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he is wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of it already. Personally. Huh? Well, cool. Thank you. Lost contact with survey ship. Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype. The Hammerhead Planet-Side Exploration Rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Casey and Dr. Robert O'Loy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near planet Ziona, Elista, Ismar Frontier. You know, I think about it, and I think I might have missed something at one point during our last playthrough. I hope not, but I think I might have. I have to go back and have a look. That message just had me think about it. Normandy crash site located. Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard, our scans in the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see. The final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of those lost crew members, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. Recon Hood. Elusive Man. Shepard, it occurred to our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters. That was the recon hood we already looked at. It completely covers our head. Overlord. Elusive Man. Shepard, one of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet I-8 Typhon system, in the Phoenix massing cluster. Please use care in this matter. Alright? Arc Projector. From Elusive Man. Shepard. We recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since the unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an arc projector. I sent it to the Normandy's armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicate it overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works. Now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. Alright. That weapon happens to be one of my favorites. Rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. Listen, man. Shepard. At great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in her mission. Travel to the Zakera ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password, "Silence is golden," to begin the rendezvous. Alright. Ascension Financial Services, your account. It's from Stanwyck Dobbs, banking agent, Ascension Financial Services, Earth. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent change in status and reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. Thank you for banking with Ascension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Are you protecting your greatest assets? We will find the best life insurance rates and coverages to fit your needs. Apply for a free quote today. Good Lord.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Here's the thing. We're kind of at the end of the stream, but there's a lot of people to talk to, both here and beyond. Sure, we'll talk to her.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
Well, pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Alright. Welcome aboard, Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
How is the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
Yeah, that's another thing. So whenever you're on board, you'll pass by her or you'll talk to her and she'll outright tell you if some people want to speak to you or other things. You can ignore them sometimes, but you won't really want to.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
So what do you do specifically, Yeoman?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of prep. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
Interesting. As important as this is, it's kind of surprising they'd send somebody like you. It's not to say somebody like you isn't important. Doing this kind of work, especially deep space work, period, you would be an extreme necessity.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Let me watch you, see what you do, and then remember to write it down later. Fantastic.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
And what do you think of this organization?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests, advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
They are. But so far we haven't found anything that gives us a sense that Cerberus is xenophobic. But we have found a sense that Cerberus is extremely pro-human. Maybe to the point of being anti-other species. Maybe not, but we'll have to see.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
I mean, kind of flawed logic considering dogs and cats both exist on Earth, and humans and Asari don't. Humans and Krogan don't. Humans and Solarians, Turians, Hanar. Yeah. But I can respect it. I can respect it. Just expand yourself beyond it. But is that the real organization, or is that just you folks?
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I can respect it. Are you happy doing what you do, working for Cerberus?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
We won't. Not if we can help it.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
It's a great deal of assumptions just because you have a record. You may see how I stand, but until you see how somebody stands in the paint, don't make assumptions. I thank you for going off of what you do know, though, based on who I am and what I've already done. Just be a little careful with that. You can drink that Kool-Aid, and then lo and behold, well, let's just say it happens to men and women all the time, and leave it at that.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Looks like the Yeoman's got some things and stuff to say to me.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Maybe. Well, folks, it's going to be the end of episode 2 of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. If folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon,